backstage with Uriah Hall, who just had a massive finish here in Los Angeles at UFC 232. Uriah, before we get into the fight itself, I just want to talk to you about Fight Week. This was obviously not a traditional fight week for anyone. You are a Las Vegas resident. When you are in camp, we see you all the time at the Performance Institute. You spend a lot of time here in Los Angeles as well. But what was it like for you having to make the adjustments?
To be honest, Megan, I was training in California for months prior to this fight, and I was literally driving back from a 6-hour drive, 20 minutes away from my home when I got a message. I saw a couple of messages. I was like, no, maybe it's like a late April Fool's, and 5 more messages, and I was like, no way. So I treat it like a fight. If something's not going well, you have to readjust. And I just bite down and said whatever and just try to focus as much as I could. Now I'm here.
Yeah, well, the focus certainly paid off. Very emotional in the octagon after the victory. In terms of a competitor, though, what did you think about Bevon in there?
I think Bevon is going to be such a great athlete, man. He's dynamic. He mixes strikes up well. He's confident. Obviously, he's grown in the sport. He's an up-and-comer. I was the guy to either give him a test or to give him a stepping stone. But in the professional realm of mixed martial arts, you know, you never really lose unless you accept defeat. It's always a growing experience, and we're all like lions in a field filled with lions trying to reach the top. So I'm sure he'll be back and be better than ever. He's still a great kid. I have nothing bad to say about him.
You looked great in there. Back in the win column again. For you, what's been the biggest part of this journey to be victorious again?
For me, it was a little bit emotional because coming in this fight, I had some stuff going on family-wise, you know, my sister and my mom, and I tried to put it out of my way as much as I can because I'm a professional. I'm supposed to show up. I'm supposed to go to work. You know, if I have an injury, I can't call out sick. So I treat it like that, and I use it as motivation. And I decided to let my sister know that I'm fighting for you. And I told her that, you know, with everything going on in the world, it's scary, but I haven't figured out a way to quit yet, and you should.
Yeah, obviously a beautiful message for your sister, but also for a lot of people out there who are watching these fights who could probably use something like that in their lives. You spoke to a lot of people there, whether you know it or not. But let's talk about your fighting future. Where do you go from here? You want to fight again soon? You want to take some time off? What really is your mindset? I know it's hard to assess right now, but if they call you tomorrow morning, what would you say?
Absolutely. I mean, one of the biggest lessons my sensei ever taught me as a kid is to learn to get comfortable with the uncomfortable. And especially life is always going to hit you with anything that's uncomfortable. So not saying I'm gained so much confidence from this, is more, again, from a growing standpoint. I definitely have a lot to work on, and after training with Rafael Carrero in King's MMA with Kelvin, I felt like with the camaraderie there and them welcoming me, I feel I found a home. I'm excited about it, and I'm just looking to grow. If the UFC decides to say, hey, someone gets hurt, I'll gladly step in, but I'm still looking at it as getting better.
Excellent. Well, we look forward to seeing back in the octagon. Congratulations on a beautiful performance.
Thanks.
Thanks.